On the 9th of October 2023, the spill rate was increased to phase 2 due to the persistent rainfall which resulted in continuous rise of the water levels in the Akosombo Dam. This event, which was unforeseeable and unavoidable, was carried out in accordance with statutes and all regulatory requirements. As a result of this, flooding has been encountered in several communities within parts of the Volta, Greater Accra, and Eastern regions. The districts affected include North Tong, Central Tong, South Tong, Along, and Keta municipality in the Volta region. The rest are Iswejaman and Lower Manya Krobo in the Eastern region, and Shai Osudoku and Ada East in the Greater Accra region, with Mepe Township in the North Tong as the West community that has been hit. VRA empathizes with all the affected persons and is unwavering in its commitment to work with NADMO and all relevant agencies to bring relief and assistance for restoration to normalcy. VRA has deployed an all-hands-on-deck approach, and in collaboration with NADMO, the various district assemblies and other related security and emergency services, working round the clock to ensure the protection of lives and livelihoods in those affected areas through the evacuation of victims to designated safe havens. It is gratifying to note that no life has been lost in this emergency situation. As we speak now, current figures collated by NADMO stands at about 36,000 people who have been affected so far. Under the leadership of our Chief Executive, Mr. Emmanuel Epidakwa, we have deployed our Emergency Preparedness Unit, the Community Relations Unit, the Environment and Sustainable Development Team, the VRA Hospital Team, VRA Security Section, and others to the affected communities, and we are literally living among them in their respective communities to experience their issues at first hand and provide real-time support. We have since then intensified efforts to alleviate the pain and discomfort of the affected people in this rather difficult situation. Acknowledging the many challenges facing the affected communities, VRA and the entire relief team is engaged in regular supply of food items such as rice, maize, beans, gari, sugar, mackerel, cooking oil, palm oil, tomato paste, groundnuts, biscuits, fruit juice, powdered milk, and potable drinking water. Other non-food relief items include mosquito repellent creams, mosquito nets, blankets, mattresses, solar-powered lanterns with telephone charging facilities, sanitary items, and many more. The VRA has also carried out the following activities as part of the humanitarian efforts: and pickup vehicles to assist in the internal transportation of both goods and affected people at the St. Kizito School Safe Haven in Mepe. With the support of Ministry of Energy, VRA has distributed 5,000 solar lamps to the safe havens. Working together with ECG, power has been restored to the St. Kizito Safe Haven in Mepe. Zoom Lion has also been contracted to provide mobile toilets, and they are going to service them and also provide sanitary services at the safe havens. An access road has also been created in Mepe to the St. Kizito Safe Haven so as to avoid crossing the inundated road by boat. VRA is also assisting the Navy and some local indigenes at Sogakope to clear the bridge, to clear weeds under the Sogakope Bridge, which impedes flow of the water into the ocean. VRA has also committed 20 million Ghana cedis towards alleviating the adverse impact on the affected communities as a result of the unavoidable spillage of excess inflow into the Akosombo Dam.
Another Thursday is here, 26th of October 2023, which means Saturday a day nim. Nena watch pepe ebe November 4. November 4 edra na edra bra was one I will see in a new patriotic party. The delegates a coach opinion. Obedi party nanim edi party no akono ewo 2024 general elections. So with about 9 days to November 4, facts and figures, science and data, grounds at saying building democracy, the role of the delegates, and embrace a issue on Punch on Kessben television. You share the role of the judiciary now. What you hear there too, Seniani, say judiciary no role in building Ghana's democracy no sign it here. And you bring me be say with the run up to election 2024, new patriotic party delegates the role to the party. And you bring yet trust ye behe sasem a babonting what we call over commercialization of our politics. Sanity and a sanity ehin and echo and you bring our punch jumadi so we'll look at November 4 na saying and a hon sema eba etie info analytic for no akoye survey over about 4,000 sampling size of about less than 5,000 delegates. One figures our their babonting and I will share our television. So does it suggest and I say a day say and sure run off a bit me abamana delegates in the same and a watching a day in a year in Yinaso Wujina so edato one aba. Is it about the size of contestants and I said the aspirants, the size of one seeker a crown, and I say one nim dear, and I say one bobre, and I say one suit, and I say a day, and I watch so at Twaba November for Nyumbre. The verdicts. Ewo panel members Samuel mo ebe sasemi na watching ewo so be send the text message and I WhatsApp message about Nyumbre na kenkan ama wi asefanai enyina so ehu senya wodwen ewo punch jumadi so ewo Kessben television. We are also live on all social media handles. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, we are also live on DSTV, and we are live on Kessben television. Just send me a message, WhatsApp or a text message on 0551 599 933 0551 599 933 is our WhatsApp or our text line. Just send me a text or a WhatsApp message in your brain. Now, Barack Obama, the former president of United States of America eka simbia sema okaye o trem ne potoma or say change will not come if you wait for some other person or some other time. We are the change that we seek. Or see, change will not come if you wait for some other person or some other time. We are the change that we seek. Quote and unquote, Barack Obama. So, enyumbre, eden ensachraye ena wo hwehwe. Wo na ankasa, wo as a person. Eden role ena wo play. Ewo sade na ose ohwehwe num. Enyumbre wo punch dwumadie so our Kessben television. Honorable Alfred Obeng Boateng is a member of parliament for Bibiani Anwiaso Bekwai constituency. Anyumbre yeneno betwetwen komo ewo punch dwumadie so PV Jantoa Boateng Datsun is a former presidential advisor staffer on education at the former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Owaha enyumbre yeneno ebe twetwen enkomo. But Sunday ye bobo ensam no so na watchi flood victims and as a wana wo voter region spillage of the Akosombo Dam etwiafa won fudie won asase won ejapade won adan ene de keka ho no not before any soldier for any other security agencies ewo ho a wo hwese wo beboa won na wotwi na minister for sanitation and water resources Honorable Frida Prempeh to dwa ese ewom se ye nyina hwese ye be ya doye ede ama ye nuanom asa atorenche me ato wonde nanso edru bebi asontie asoden eka ho bi ene de enkote bia bi a etiseye na okyerem se senka kokoba na viare for ebo wona wo ho no wotie ya ebia enkate bia ye wom siseye kenye sa enetie na ohwe se yantie sa nsem no ne afutuo entibia ya kom sise ne kaye bone amanehunu ene ohaw ne oye na ede abre adehye ne Ohene Gyan na osi enya sua hunu bi efrim wona what areas na aya affected no ebuafu se honorable minister no wankasa ye eche se one day wanya kokobo bia enye sa netie NDC I issue statement say minister na dia waye asema waka no eche se oni abadaye kra edema wona atorenchem ato na nwumbre bebisao se kobasa ye no krese warning signs and this warning ekoye na yentia entime mayenkana se enti saa so a minister no okansa yeden enwumbre wo punch dwumadie so our Kessben television na wo hwe ye be discuss saa issue we looking at the way forward there can permanent solution. What is the permanent solution to the problem? Enwumbre for transit, but now it's very interesting. Court issues and court to home sensem and sema where's asofa na what cheaper Ghana and Nigeria where's our lawyers tie you super frivolous, vexatious, grossly unmeritorious and in the keka. Nigerian Supreme Court court na ya na wo hwese petition Atiku Abubakar edekodom won se won hwese won nullify Bola Tinubu elections because osusu se enema ankoyie Supreme Court for trans here. These were the words I will use to say application a Abubakar edibaye no frivolous, vexatious, grossly unmeritorious, and in the keka ho. Uba Ghana, where's we no yenya scandalous at the account. Why ne kaye Justice Atuguba, our retired Supreme Court Justice. And these hours we are so for Pana Wachi, Ghana, and in Nigeria. But building Ghana's democracy, the role of the judiciary. And some Justice Atuguba Kokayo, University of Ghana, the premier university, one and only in Ghana, Ewo Nawachi, no. Ano ye ebano. Boa Emma Ghana ye build it, ye democracy no. Emma judiciary no rule I will say o play no. Idea echo sana. And tis are saying and it's here. Sia hunu ben any womb, and then I can a day I found. Meeting the Ohene Gyan lawyer, thank you, and I will say thank you too. Mama Wakwaba Eddie Aba Punch Juma D. Eso. A ben for me honorable Memajo. But your microphone no I was so.
Yeah, me also.
Na constituency to say.
Oh, boko.
Okay. PV, you want to have a majo? Na boko the adwum to say.
We made a
Enteni na
Kaka Guso.
okay. Okay. So paying for a teacher bienu and I mean one edi juma enumbre ewo punch juma die so ewo Kessben television set na medical akano wadwenkyerɛ wo nsusuye o sembisa o de ba ye bekan na wiase afanan ati sɛ ne awodwen enwumbre. Now menhyase in free spillage akosombo dam any matters are rising and then the whole so moving forward then and I was say menhyase in free honorable Alfred Obemboateng, member of parliament Bibiani and we are so be quiet constituency honorable.
Yeah. The council me ni kind chair atiefo nyina na nkanka me mpesu asofo me say samle omo tatie mu station pa anti omo me sure say nkanka me ti head omo tie me timi chia omo nyina na me san chia otekoko so ne nana my best today there say me chia no say kosra na che me di say afi dia me kofi ma kwa akosum kakra. Yes, say Nedi kind mema or munina yako, akosombo for no, sa atorian chemno ato mono, bemo munina yako. A dear in him saying, yet you be a wish, sanka, be say, and to and so, and within a friend no. Say atoyre nchem no bibi obi a ansusu whether obi negligence or what crana I don't think say deliberate na going forward say Mrs. Stein so my colleague I know I minister commenter maybe your pastor no say in your preamble no o can be say ono say ya mom warning bebre and I say a mom warning so muntu and no muntu in Tibia now or portion blame no kakra Eddie a mom and then I'm say a dear buffua bay. Yes, meaning baby a buffo no a free bar only say a Ghanaian a you know culture no. I said yeah say a sem to nipa aya and yes our time no na nipa no ye blame no it drew our time no. Yeah, no be say you be first of all, no, you have to empathize with the people. Now, Fendi, I'm on Makuma about form. Then going forward, you know, committee, you best setting it up, and I send you or more report to our one now you quite implementing Nanka, ye dear future no at so say a sremwa, maybe you can say. The technical people no can say mon twem ho na bibi abc can mo twem ho kan we nyina ama into esremo in future na de can maybe sa asorden na bi ema fisa kan no ebema abutayam aba enti emu bia no whether say for no ye ma warning no ena omo antie ana say ya ma omo warning na kura na eno de mfi say actually ne bi betun ascertain the facts no, but the point you know say ye Ghanaians you know culture no ente say abrofo edie no ye de no de sasempa eto say ya in fact say at time no de blame bia bamu udi agora abema nipa bebre arise atia enti ye besre almost say ne aba bia mama adwobremra yes sister no so no na me sister yes say bia ono so no we say tomre bi nso a ewo ho ye maame no kra no sometimes wo ahwe ase no na ono so enam say ye ne ya no nti no na instead say bikura be ma say kofi ade na okoye ewi nti emu bia na abotoyam na omo say abadoya na esi oni bi no ebi nso na ya abadoya no owo no bebre no so na mo no so ahomtremu na o kan say adentina mo so makoya asodin amakoma we akam enti in order not to ponder over this bebre no he say the SCBA no the ehia ne say you be find solution, immediate solution in the long term, a medium and the long term. Na asundwe.
Oh no, once na me free or no say na wo kan do say asamaba. Na se koba say ye no krese ebia warning di can by as far back as March o ba bi kra na to so a na obia ntie saa na kodru ba bia kodru ye na amanfo kasa da na my spelling no ama betwia fa nkrofo so ne ade na se fact no wo ho a enti mamenka because asemaba Ghana for the ye kwa hu ye hia ma ye mpese obia sympathize ba me obia blame se blame no wo ho a eni si blame because an ye culture na ye endrum bre wo say sa ade na nya boye ni mu kase wade we antwa ye so that ochena ye nya biem.
Oh say Ghana for no saying say you pay bibi na nya ema ye nka but near Ghana for no ya kire ne say two things ena si a ewo ho Ghanaians na dwen bi mu adwen ye omo say di pa kwa hu ye hiem no nye sa amre no na ye blame ni parliament feel too bad because already no or call emotional torture bi it is we sign ko kan na ekoye bibi ho but me the other side am say e scientist yes say ne kan o kan so say no so no yes with that motive say o kwa kutwi o mo ni ma blame o mo ama psychologically no the call mo trauma no akon mo no dia na kan e be blame no but minim na adwunum de but minim said dem so minim no parliament we see do nipa no e bia yesa odo bebebe no wo mani pa no so ntina ma ahomtremu no utumi e ka sa se na mo nso ye kan de no anye na makotwe ya ma mo say nya ye wo fast forward ye ma nyina akora etumi e kan sa no nte say yeni abado ye e mo mo bad out of ayinti
ora mate me da se my point me say ba me ko PV ho me bisa no the same PV ye sa de da ho sisi voter and NDC say by won ya but one can ye withdraw I apologize na de keka ho e bi nso aka say look facts are facts say no crese warning no by via reform warning education no publicity ni ade no amanfo antie a adrum bre wo se sichire ni mu say look mo so no mo ka ho bi because mo tie e bia kokobo na anka ankodru ba bia ya kodri but e bia kokobo no so kra ka wonti na so far obi ampo enwu ye no so next time him fa na ye draw line
lawyer mamenchia na menchia watiefo nyina na menchia menua afred so wonim bibi am say obi anim say si down na yebesi down ani enim say du baby nsuo no ebedoso o si bi nsuo no nsuo ko am say besi down ko na baby down no na nipa to etuo mu nyina afiri ho ama enim say hade eni say obi atena because in future be say nsuo no kosoro a o si bia ha na wo say den efako ena ya chat na ho amani patat na ho maako amna bedu baby Ghana han say e kwan ye fa so ye ne mana e fa ye na e friends intwe ye betena ho ade na yenim se enye no obi kwa ye na akoka na ba be asem asem so ba ye pese obi aso be de e be ka o we commercial ko etia first baby dis asoase na asoase mflade santas wona ba to na mfla yo baby pio na commercial na de mflade natural unit basins ni na ya trauma nkofo si dan to nsase no aka anwe gum ni na ele se nsuo to se sia ne ko yira eno mayenka ni pa ya de na obi ani tua wo wo ka se kwa ya be ka se wo wan yen ska nyi no obi ye na yo ya ba san sa de bi me ka me so mo nyi ska kro mu afes no so mo ka so mbeto friends and kuma sin sa sin na o mo beto na ni ko o mba na ebi o hen fo mbefa bebe bedu bia ni e kan we gu nso bedu bia ni ya se bibia ya se me ma me fie ashtan nso na ho ye ahwidifo ne afro o le nso ne free so amene bank man na be tai ho e free se ye se sa de no sisi aso dan wa nso mo S5 e kire o twem ko e se nso nya o se to a e twem ko aso street. But those times, a bit make one and why then ako. The same thing I wait here. Pagana for will be a real say, tell Madame we bua. You lose about 1,100 watts. Yes. Now, young can say, yes, I could pay 1,100 friends. A bit my 7 years. Let's come on. You go from Yeraba by Sadiano. It's baby, I don't know. Young shake, young young kind of question. Yes. As some number, eh, none of the cameras. My portion blames say name ye nya adwene say ye free we mu free we a baby a wo se de no kwere to baby a ye bia ye se nipa na wo se ye mo nya tu fo ye mo nya de entu se ba ya de we e bi nsa nya de e ma bi mu wo he de friends minister kan ya e bi na friends afre can say I say yen se obi kwa kwa infom so no wu a onye wu ni de yen ka ise bi a chi ne aka so kwanko fast by CNC but asem no de apase se na ye ni skase se ya se ye for se ye be sa de ye hwe se ye be sia no kan hwen nsu e yiri won kan ya trantana wa enu achi enyiri be mi no se menza anko duru ba ko nton se obi an kan wo hwe but obi an timi pelete next time de be si climate change be tama se nsu e be timi atwa for over 1 year bia na wo si bi because ye timi madam so nwiri mu kana no kwan ebi ni ho ne madam na dwiragu eti ade na wo ho ma ye mfa nye politics yinyai
okay
na ye nhwe kwan ya fa so e betima resolve sa ade we because wa o tension what your friends what about politics na you come and meet it wo hu de be wo ho na na sama be de abeto eti ne ye nhwe ni yi da statement si bu ha say before ye nim so bi kwa ho chene se ye bu bi because de ne ho achene ne ye den ye kebma no ye fa no nto ne mom si timi fi we mu dia ekwan bi a wo se fa so Ghana ba bia enso yire e fa ba bia ye kan na mom na ye nye ho dwuma because the next time obi nim de besi
okay. Remember that say Honorable Alfredo Bemboatin and Mr. PV Jantoa on this issue. Yeah, can you say no so na premature at this stage there, but me the imagine no Mr. Say it was say bo VRA and NADMO and the Ghana Army anyway. So far we angry situation no difficult and crew for our challenges almost try say almost resolve the challenges in the midst of your challenges as a nation. Acknowledge the difficulties are your womb. Now they are more because the Kobase blame in Kwan, the Beya, a buabum, a majumaya na omudian. So I'm not saying so more a former membianka. Yankan is any or see a cano, but the more ye be being sooner or see a born abaso, or see a born abaso say individuals. Donate or there companies organizations being mobilized at the coho they wanna once so tilapia harvesting season aba the until when tilapia pia water and so a show when a niji or Facebook and other places also so on continue enjoy a tilapia and but as people as a nation assemble. That is the time I was say united They are dealing with the situations and yeah no CCA. Now you free and also our voter region on other places I war Ghana are flooding bar a dear course when you hear him and then more I will see a tune in the account. There should be a national dialogue on how I bet me resolve these perennial issues. Ye free hono na ye ba politics. Ye ba politics na ye ba abehwe se ene eye ya wada ocha fiada the following day eye memenda ne na watch pepepe will be the 4th of November. Ne do 4th November New Patriotic Party over 200,000 delegates at the various constituencies ebekwa akotoaba akoyi nipa baako out of the 4 candidates a wo gina sisi say opese won awoye Franka Tufo edema New Patriotic Party wo hwe dia odikan eye Ken Ohene Gyan the autoso mienu eye Mahamadu Bawumia the autoso miensa eye Owusu Afriye Akoto omu permit dina we get very nice permutations. And then the autoso na Francis Adai Nimo mpanyimfo na mu baako na party mpanyimfo a we delegates ekoto abayi won but wo science and data eba bonten a suggest straight fight, straight showdown between Kennedy Japan and Mahmoud Bawumia. So you have Kennedy Japan and Mahmoud Bawumia, straight showdown between the two of them. Then on as see predictions are by Bise Alaj Mahmoud Bawumia, who is the vice president, massive support. And he said you see super delegates in the Sahara Nebesi a primary see is going to win massively. Ebin so I can say Dabio the way Canada Japan honorable OC gather momentum and vim na or debano. Ama showdown obey a real showdown. And you know I'm say yeah. Ebekwa akoye runoff because obia ntimi nya 50% plus the first round enti ebasa ebe call for runoff na runoff no so ba bibia etumi si. Okay, so saying edit now nipa pia kire won adwen say the deciding factor no eya akoye sikasem ebi so akase da bio se sikasem a enka ebi atua sika nso wa anwene. It's not about money but sika kakra enimdia kakra enhyehyeye kakra we kakra ekeka boma enema obi enya support among the delegates. Sa na tie anasa saying ena etie enwumbre verdict no et saying building Ghana's democracy, selecting a viable candidate for the New Patriotic Party, the role of New Patriotic Party delegates, saying anything. Now, Mr. I say in free honorable of Red Obeying, watching on this honorable.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. I say in free sir issue about democracy. And sika abasa sisi no se one pesika engwo na nkoye dollars a inflation entimi enche no a ebase ukọ contest a say parliamentary primaries say party na nkasa flag bearership race and I said then each step of the way is about money. It's about money and it's about money. And no and I confess sa cliche say fear delegates and about political lexicon say fear delegates because they can cause wahala for you. Yeah, when they are echoing and more than you been a participant observer in this whole thing. Let's look at this issue about commercialization of our politics.
Yes. Yeah, lawyer, let me say, this issue, no, yeah, can't no Ghana has, but you see, near me, dear me, who you say, in no man be ha, ye Ghana, no, yet, yeah, na ya fano one sided, ye and to your book. And yes, so we be no one, ye ma out, ye science and data be the back. What I know, he said, any elections be a becono. Sika no bet me a boama, no cresika a winia. It is so, or this sika no a year campaign. Not necessarily say sika D-Day no more as people think. No. You see, it be a signboard. Now, my popularity, Abba. Bikura access to media, Ukra no, or more granted interview no man, Ebino no. Ubikura na, or no one scrub will be on one radio station, no, it's a menocram and a popular. Dinner, it can be. And sana, any pananka sanon so no. Ne nipaduano hawa osi a prepare ne ho. You see, there's a delegate na ya ye use no. Ye use the word say, well, a delegate there, but almost officers of the party. No. And you know, before cry election be drew no. When we almost as tenum net to say. Ebia as a tenum we ubekwa akosra omo. Or the petrol ne begu ka mu akọ. It then money comes in. That is why sika 7 no there. Minim a hinfa or mania between sika free politics. But politics is somehow enterprise. O kwa cooperate to ye ti ekrum kra ahimfierum kra ye se bese sia konwama obi a. So no kra se onya sika etiotua no ma bi a ye expect so obetiotua. Etikme de ma mi hu se sika wuro na play no not necessarily say ekwa force nkrofo na ma omo take wrong decision. But sika no se wonso no ebi won samu a it is by excuse me my language. Yes, say be an idiot to be a crazy guy so crazy. They will take the money. Say when instance so be brain so cry come my scan so you to They look at all these things. No, name momu we scan so bia. It before cry unko elections no cry no. As a town only officers of the party no etna no. If you are your one piece be probably supreme or mu enyina say or ma ho or ma konso ye to man no cry na or per election. Ye mo ko ye MP won si ho. Identity na hwan na kan ya hye na munyam a o se me de makotena nkran parliament won kwan na me da ma weekends kra na ye call recess kra me nko constituency nko sresra me krofo but no de beto petrol agu ni ka mu wo konso anye den ya ma me abrewa bi o yare ya kire se o ma bibi kakra ni nyina ebi eni ho a ontumi nko enti se ye hwe ne se sika no se ebi e mfa se ebi m use vote buying that aspect no eno ye one and another one is say if you are not resourceful now say na say okwa president adi isi ukofhwe omo ko ye omo etehwe ye ya ebi mo ho a anka wohwe ye party mu kra na kom so abra kom di ebi a sika kra na kom be ko campaign akọ various constituency akọ omo to abani bi na omo akasa no kra no ebi ni ho entire the answer so akotena radio so na wo kase so the people say the people we dey see in serious the people we dey all the man kra na obede no abebu na say ye na free in this case enye say monetization na aba na emumu one kasa no you couldn't get the basic resources now they be bank for no amomu kra tumi ate wanu masemu yie ehu se onso wo wodo and you know ye wo school mu kra no who person or school prefecture says stay here will no be might not necessarily be money but no cry share with dressing what are the shame say you neat ni nyina aka ho bi na neatness no so ebu akra akon ye neat kra sen obi po no atade ba akompe no wo enti no na all share enti ma edanya ebe pompon enti so all these factors there money ye ntumi kan say sika here's called politics when it means that we are commercializing it. Then if you think say mine and can say the moment you want to contest for election, the state will give you some money. Now you're playing on equal field. Who say no na a mine so be to me then both primaries especially both primaries and general elections be no minor fa ho ka they are fine. Other than that ne tie bia no obi team kro no ombekọ rounds no eno kra tumi e man krofu say na nipa ye obepe say obepe MP hwe say oba calves 5 to aso hwe ne krofo mba look at the way omkra asisi ohun ti we the manner say ye mansinu kra na nyam bebam. So obi so o say na wodi enimdie nyina then you don't also appeal to people na but sika no so aye ka no so no sika no so no omo nya bi no omo anya bi no eno so why ne kan say ma obi so nya bi kwa ye competition na de wo ye to ho na no so ye nyina so ye compete so obi abenya bi ti de onya bi no so it means say ono san wo competitive advantage it means say ono so ayere no ho abobra bi and a man to me, a man, upper hands over what we see when you be ordinary baby tune. All these things, look, you got to a bar, a man to me can say, wait, and hear me faint, met one man. And no, so young can say, and I mean, some ladies do that. And Untino, so yeah, Baba can't just say, got to a bar, wow, who a fellow so corner. Yenye wenim time so that you be at the yana. Eti share no many ye who said there near mrane can say of course me sure say you come to that specifically. I don't put there me are a victim of that. It you resemble but say you commercialize no there. We ye denya and no papa o hey me madam fu Kessben say o compare M2 and person we can be say what dey grow through because you see the nyina ka ho bio mo MP no hwan Kessben e MP onu parliament okra na constituency na start nyadini so all these things in a canto I mean say you say committee here na me bibie ni MP say am a constituency yenya because I'm telling you say bia years ago no na bibie ni na yedini ma limelight sa but be MP shortly Alfred Obi na MP e wo bibie ni really that alone e bia ye it obi anso pe obi a say bi owo dini a oba be di ni kuro mu hene na ma kuro nso atumpon
me say about on the specific said me ba o check but me call a PV on that game where he's been in the game for a very long time now PV minim so we info analytics for omo survey bia omo the total line so no what they are predicting in the account but the so far aka be 9 days to the final the showdown. Clearly, it's going to be a showdown between His Excellency Mahmoud Bawumia and Honorable Kennedy Akompre Japan. Others may get some votes, but the two of them, and as you see, are the leading contenders. If analytics for us now, Mokano, anyway, be in that context, and I say, you say, and sha, a bit to me, I say. Ebeko runoff.
Lawyer onim bibi. Ade we na shase. Em say me kan o ba bi say. Em say kan Ohene Japan na nipa ni pia adwene eni ne so. Enti no space kakra wonya no. We use space ni. We use it very well. Because we hwe ekwan a wafa so aye ne campaign na. Virtually nipa kwa almost support Dr. Bawumia pin na. And I catch a figure MP. Say, it appears all money is saying, or frame me 2 years ago, or only me didn't come or tie frame me. Department of didn't come most of them. And nobody is talking about so competent. He has what it takes to take off the mantle from another, and I see. And the air comes, I said, almost any panel human relations in one of the other. One person already Equatorial. But on the other side, you know, Kennedy was started in and he has been touching the nest of the grassroots. He has been speaking their language. And Tina, they said, I'm not there. I'm not you. Now, the way things are going, you know, say, if about men and call for and say, oh, man, really, yeah, I come from Before. This kakana kan so mo bibia o monye
because o bibi sesen
bibi o betima ya e betima sare Dr. Bawumia abaso bia because he keeps saying so muntu abara mame me na metima betima hama eno kwanye enough Because me give the example from Kotoba and say, yeah, probably a bit me beating Mahama just like that. No.
That be before some person will break 8. And you person break 8. The obvious contestant or no why ready or trying no former president Mahama.
Because
and you know, so why any candidate to beat me a bit Mahama, how do you retain power and break the 8?
Yeah, but also him say MPP and this will be uncle for him will be winning general elections.
Of course.
And on the other hand, no. Also, you will be a also break 8 now. What in a bar? Nipa ni bi a omo ntimi ndisa na nipa ni bi me free enyanim say situation you say say we e betima eden a friends aboy but as it is now ubusa me dia na me busa say me say me nim say after betima me moya me busa me before na bi me say am fa na say ba we Mahama na from 2014 distinguished scholar of free campus we no kwa various lectures are running in church and same we are moving from transition to production way or exchange rate make baby no say can you imagine what $30 billion can do in an economy no when about twice then baby again then wasan ba say mo de mo san fa me nko na me will be under my sleeves and meet me there baba ya e de ba san ko bubusa and I dey san ko be catch
sen ko ye Mahama
and there o ma be do nani o so mo san fa me mra
okay
na me new vision bi o ha me de be ba o mo dey san ko bubusa no
okay
because nipa piso e bi say to break the 8 no ye we are inside afa na ye be kwa so we need somebody at least ye busa se me ko na o friends o betima yi ano enti ade no ehu kan di campaign na all you know he is saying say the entire money pen na akwa and say yama we ska ya ye we si me hu ni video bi e wo me say o call not no no nam ni pen ma o di bibi in the hu ade ko pote wo yin so de but him say ebusan o the evidence here then e kire wo and sa ne man say nya sha say e ba ebi na e kan Africa one we escape crowd when be guas.
But on this,
say the plan be nya kire wo say ade a wo ye no say e see and I put we e kata so and one
okay.
Sikelu kura kwa is the obeke bi no be fiu
And the for so vice man be here no say enye no crese wa che pickups enye no crese you was also asking them say mo chairman na ye say mama ne pickup no mo kroma pickup na wo hin enye no cre so because ordinary difficult so be who say vice president or responded to but for the first you video no na he had to respond say it's what to say yes me chapicas mama we pick up mama we mo chairman na wo krom ha no pick up no e wo him I mean like he had to respond to those allegations.
Who say two items no one can say ya mo pick up and say
ska
say pick up on anyone you na ska so
we say
it's ade no baby I do know time am so come e bia kan do ba me sha say obe respond to san ni ama we no me say ya eden wa ma we no anya hina we because me ka say me nim say how be me ka me say ni team no o mo ha e do me no me say opare ansan na me say opare ansan Gideon Boako they were saying so that about me o use o man skateboard campaign obi me bu sha say kan o eden o nya free infa ba me say o be ka me say o use o man skateboard campaign then the next our question was say maybe it's getting free and the first day omo mo te ba shimu e ko e ba nche so omo spend this can
but some can say that people private individuals business people are helping
very good
the campaign
say unya ko kan say won fa obi an kan say wa fa ban kan but say unya ko kan dia na ko fa sha say okay
no but is it not because others were saying say incumbency advantage a regime candidate regime na sponsor regime and the man
you want maybe Ghana politics ma ho say na maybe say ya we am dem kan bi even I can't see
okay
incumbency de be a friends
advantage
yes me can say 92 say 92 tambe na mu fe NDC coach am say 92 na em say ko bibi osuna na NDC for the car year and you busan question when one once before boy start we also no dem The whatever situation and desire and Bokara.
Yeah, lawyer, me reacted to say issue kakra ever vice president maybe some more kaya or yeah or can. You see, me there be someone me can say MPP. So almost abonten say MPP for for kan MPP nya ade na MPP omuntu imbreki each omunya ya. Eye MPP for na bia if he say expectations be internal expectations be a yinya ye na ma ye party for na bia na omkasa ba wo ba say party na ye adwuma waboa o man wo ya me feel say we've done a lot for the country Emma Ubia emblemu to say vice president and ne winia e dey no okoka. He has a lot to say. Look, you buy 7 years mpunya papa. You have done a lot at the moment. The MP say yeah no na ebeka ho asem there. But you have done so much and under the circumstances. Your problem started 2021. That is when I became member of parliament. And you said post-COVID and Russia-Ukraine war. I kind of man for business say at the war the impact of this thing. If you look at UK, one prime minister in Ukraine and went to almost free so up to date, they have not even recovered. And the MPP, I so much. And Papa, the vice president, I am very close to him. Meaning say he has done so well. What did you say? And nakra, Madam Free or Nabi. Ye buy in just say what Emma may be cram when we say, you know, Yari be cry every year, no, just say. So, Yemma near credit we deserve on the farmer because near my ways to say, we are seeing in Egypt, no kosher, near even Dubai, no one, not just say if baby, I know could do what she said, you are no man, I say, into your best stress, say, many dra. Mo de mo on the 4th no nyame adom ye peaceful elections na yenyi candidate no ba ko bia ye be yi no ba say ye be kan kire delegate say economy no vice president ka ho na asenti anu nti won deserve say ye be to aban eno de we feel say nye e ma candidate bia endwene sa asem no kra because he has done extremely well ye hwe say kan say bia ye tie ene bia hwe former regime we say normal kakra bi e ba ye no so there were problem kakra no so global issue but na enye too much say dey eno kra hwe ba bia ye fan oman no where we find ourselves into ye dey and hey so man ya tumu be ya tu wiase onya Ghana ya tu wiase be 2 years wo wo store modwa store kra na tumu be 3 months wo ko wo ba dey to na oman ya cross borders globally into he ma ya dey you fight the managers of you see yeah the internally na yeah na MPP no one say yeah the kasa internally no say bu ha na anya say me say you come in person as a member of parliament me akram the me resource is so much and so be more or pay bi ontumi kram me kan kire me you menya we enu ti obe kire na MPP ya twa kan tra next time mo bi mi sa no and this ni bi ni kosia no yes or yeah say pa na obe school ni say ahwe MP no aye we and why sometimes time you do next start a campaign. All of us are coming. We are coming together and tell Ghanaians say road sector. Maybe constituency. Quota apart from just one layer near Tramuko. This time a near few contractors been poor mudila. Come can see a rose sunyana na yatai. It is a true honor you got to 2024 and not quite enough for us to win our seat and win the general election for our candidates. Enti minuano
okay
but we had the wabo adwuma pa
yeah okay but that's about 8:51 El Punch Jumadi so El Kessben television mo share our DSTV. We're live on Facebook, we are also live on YouTube and Yumbre. And Honorable Fred Obeng Boateng, who is a member of parliament for Bibiani and Yaso Bekwai constituency, and PV Granto Boateng Dassen, who is also former presidential staffer advising on matters relating to education and others. Yeah, during Ghana, who Enyumbre or Punch Jumadi, so issue that you drew to say, I can't want them. New Patriotic Party November 4 primaries and matters arising. And I didn't show Susie or Simbisana na or say Ayadang. Fabra, Becken kind and Maria Safana in our art. Yeah, baby. So, we shall consideration then pa ne be determinant factor on November 4.
Share, me say, within MPP, can they have managed to tell Omonko for and say, what about me about? Because there are some profound statements below. Near you, or my local IMF for now, Majuma. No, no, born, no, I say. A whole lot. And they may be Dr. The entire MP encore in his favor. You see, and maybe okay now. One, if your economic fundamentals are weak, exchange will expose you. Or by you will take her.
No, by any fact. No, is it not a fact?
Yes, fact. But when it catches up with him, then now I open up and.
Why do you say catches up with him?
Because dollar went to me.
On the president.
No,
on the crowd or on the.
Some of
okay, some more the him for maybe
it is 2021.
Who becomes about many president? A dear band and people before you and you want to declare. Bibia, even from opposition. So
MPP as a party, how would they campaign? Sasana or Canada, and yet obey winner or bear that campaign without a achievement about Sasana or Fana.
Yes, member. Now, if you can air accused Tamana, Alanya and Frimo, almost no Frimo. What time I didn't say you? Who can hold them? Salah could didn't Jim or Caholia, about you anymore. Because Bibia, who let him ocean by her, go for oil, or control the Facebook page, and son a ban by day. And to no one to me as on a every BBM. Or when you won't Bibia and Ocean Yamamo, a criticizing NDC now, make I say Esla. One a friend and I go for the Ubia my tweets. I say additional burden on Ghanaian. And then what do we see? The first to about 25 years. A whole lot. It means to say, where Baumia Bay Muhammad also was Samba, and they must not come back. And Obian to me and Mammy answer.
But on your Mahama or Baumia or vice president.
Yeah, dear. That's why we keep saying, say, Onwa and almost neighbor, almost on a head, ye friends, you soon. It is because one day he's no much.
Okay.
Adia, so the dominant does about me about there by answer, but to say, constituency be uncommon. We only need about 275 projectors.
Projectors. Okay.
Edma Bayano. Yes, 170 questions, and what the 170 questions to come that about me one answer. I'm just a moot tank, what me answer. And they be him now, Obeka. You were saying so being $30 million, a billion in an economy. Can you imagine what it can do? You have over 70. And what can
no, but can it not be explained?
And yeah, so was not one can because we 70 billion. Now projects are what was stronghold in Ireland. A store. Edmund say who's going to Edmund Naka, Central Market Aka. The Kumasi Airport, Akaho, Matenti Blobia.
So is the party is then the party? How is the party going to campaign? No, who can I say? So Muyi Baumia, Nemuya projectors.
Yes.
Which means that so when you Baumia, no kofa another person be a bia. Obenya message the mamu campaign because so issues are wubu so say directly issues are affecting the party and not the individual. So how is the party going to campaign?
Okay,
interesting.
Because I'm under no next one better could see a many media. Interesting. Because me didn't know when you're as some people be or some baby or babeka. What put you do 170 questions? 170 questions at the hot town. It would take when net does about me to me answer.
But you see,
he was saying, if you find yourself in a debt hole, you dig yourself out. And then, even up to the point that better to call your pay free a friend saying, I am a friend. Yes, I call my do on so almost immediate in a month. Financial assurance, that's what it means. First tranche, the same thing. Second tranche, the same thing. And the reason is that it's a car idea, no? And it's sustainable. Shall we countries are called IMF post-COVID now will be at that level, no? It's sustainable. Ghana, even sub-region. Oh yes.
Okay, sub-region now will be a. Countries like okay, it's all kinds of sub-region they are fine.
And only here, digitization it was meant to improve government revenue. And on revenue infrastructure. And we are still between 11 and 14%.
No, but in terms of quantum, no, so you admit, say,
quantum,
in terms of quantum, so here your financial resources need data, it will suggest a VRA for on yearly basis with digitalization, no, or more multiply the kind of revenue they are getting from Ghanaians. And as a fact, no, that data no.
Since 7 years ago, we are still between 11 and 15% revenue to
GDP. That's a fact. And other they see their target.
So, cost this president should change.
And I just say, so
we are still here.
Target, no seeding the target.
And we are working for so many. Will be between 20 and 22.
But is it not the case? So we bet me 20 cents I will can to GDP. Now and so no quantum of sika a ban hono. It drew near the 11%. Any percent. Any matter of statistics who is paying what?
You, yeah, in Kansas, can some. Yeah, Kansas. Would GDP and no a friend tax.
No, we don't go on there measure.
No, but only say a new so measure these days. No, we don't even use our inflation rate.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the HID, Human Development What Index.
Okay. Okay.
And BBR. Out of gear. Okay. Everything is out of gear.
Reactive briefly to we see lawyer meanwhile in some more.
But what's our microphone?
I am so. In some more can say yeah the vice president he's one of them. This election mom you four. Any of them can win the primaries, and we are confident in any of them will be winning via say you be breaking 8. You see, say almost half of you yeah, I almost air can every primaries so and I'm on both private goalkeeper. You my no more bob I'm betting goalkeeper. I am man in Koda you post you pull. I am not into all mass. But they should also know say and no dear and can MPP phone be a no more fua. Womu kra na omo pese NDC mo beji akonwa no you see MPP for no ya bo adwuma ho ye ni problem bia se de mo ye na we din na ebi mu kakra fi se edidije bia bubam na ma ya bobo ye hwena na ma ne ye se de ye nya adwuma no but policy de nya eyi we wi a ye de sa no mani nyina abeto nchen na ye call forward but you see say no so omo na omo so ebuofu ombo omo hwene they were advising you say Monso monkofa fresh candidate imra na president Mahama de enu so obi anim no enti ba no monso no mo fi say so no na bibi wo ne ho a obetumi aye be boss na to t-shirt no mama aye campaign ti mo antie but if you really want to do a year opa ma obia lawyer one day ma microphone survey benya ni pattern emu be 7 be kan say ayi no de e bia no mamu aye dentie na this one so no president Mahama no de ne ba ne de you see what you get people I'm sure say you be hearing this pastor na mo so mo de ne eba because see it prove bia
for a good reason say the oya mo tencha mo kan say ontimi enye ne ye nyina no enko ye nyina no you bear me through witness mo ba from sitting
yeah buy up to 20 see your first term your first term everything was okay second term you see nyina nim ade afiri suro say nye MPP na say bi o ye nsemu eden kra say kan yam ye nyina me ne aduane kra kan ye nya bi say de atua manage oman we
covid ne eya okofa be ehun sika ye nya ehun sika
oh na ya hen you see na oba ayia neighbor ma me kan ye data I was say enye sustainable you say look ma me kan say me kiro asemu a me as an entrepreneur no asemu a da bia me kan say amanfo bebre aye the service to omo manom ama omo agidini bone adwuma no no yesi o we ni abomi mo company bi adini na ya bo company bi dini me fa say approaches me na metiasi na adwuma no makojeje bosia binum ti adwuma no konkon ho bia be hu dan na esi wo na approaches na ochina owi odi e ho mewu me ba me take over na obeba na afi adwuma yi na aye efe na expose na ekọ na ye be babo fra ni dini say na ne papa di adwuma gya no wanhwe so yie me hwan nso no na adwuma ekọ ho keke eka ewo ho no bate bia na me panyini no nkrofo bi bank fo bi kura ka ho me no omo ye classmate bi na omo kra me kwala bi nti na omo kata so me wu ye na dey come ho bi abeje na adwuma no collapse enu bi ne oman Ghana ansa na ebe take over yi mo abo eka ente se na sa aka no etu be hu se ye ka ye omo fi se na abebo bi wo ho a na yakọ restructuring ibi wo mpa na yakọ jeep ko omo de na interest no so wosoro no nti ke ne ye nkoje kese ne mfe bi ntua omo de no so that interest na eye exorbitant no be free eti now ababa se ye ne yakọ je bosia but bosia na eje ye di mu bia be 80% etua car na ndisi abato ho ti ye be sere mu some of us no edrum le bi na ye de enti na bebre pese omo be kasa but say through time no and everybody mu ye kwani say kasa eja sam ketwa because exam no de MVP ayade o na do ba omia adwuma o ma ye pa say ye Ghana
asema African say o mo ba na e ka ma meka some show I am and this coin it was 8 tranches me boy ye get 5 they came and took 3 which is about $333 million now President Kufuor 960 million first Eurobond no President Mama le betua enti kade abambia ba obetua bamika ba mo na moko fa sa debt reprofile ne ba ya mo ka tell say emfa 1 cedi ko meka Ghana account where do we stand we left 122 billion where are we now over 600 billion my performance so badly say we don't hear enye more for Ukraine and the COVID they are here now but we got money equally na e also mutim handle says sika ba mo nsem na no mo say sika no
okay I say na
money na consumption
ya ma free SHS hwese kuma support na yesi wo ho ifefefe and flight bi obedu anya fi na ko yi no ma we san ko fa another flight
and dey ebusan kunta we na
dey bi aba enti ye meka ni nyina ba che say MP aba ye problem nyina no say me da kro fi MP say platform asem am council no say ye nkan kira aba na kwai no o me nye bi mfutu kwai na no so nye bad na later but I said ya adwuma no ya fa adwuma bebre that is our pride say a consume scam but na don't wanted to well not be so change Ghana drastically it will try every sector interchange we here we so to me there no me how oh na mo there say crab ko yes
interchange ye we
kuma say
mo share bo 5 ba ko mo nye
oh na say ye nye no kwa yes ye party ne ye nye ye mpese ye say stronghold nti bibia ye stronghold be hands adwuma no so aye in the fullest of time no ye ba be boni nyina mama hu say Ashanti region so no MPP so tebio ye nye ne ye hwehwe nyina ema ye me twa ko me ho a ekwan bi kura ye wo ho ye yi je say me na part minim te ye nye me de but ye obi di ama no ena wiase so ete no so ye nyina ye tibomu because baby aye no so aye de mbekọ ho bibi de mbekọ ho nti I go and pass that road no so nti me de na ye nye no me nyina no nko anso enka saban ne nye hwe nti me senior man me gidi say mo de another time lawyer mo ma ye mra na fe de ye mra eno de strictly NDC MPP bo mo says ye nya for 7 years against me 8 years na fe ye mfa nto ho
and the lawyer I can assure I will say we blow them out of water because he can't come with them any adwuma mo dis kana here
now don't forget look at the period interest of a period no Mumusika na wo kan 120 something no the interest on that money over a period of time na kasa no enya sem ke 20 maybe
Esla we were supposed to pay Esla for how many years 5 years I didn't think for 20 years after more say additional burden on Ghanaians no and the mobile bed in Ghana for with additional 15 years it is because more appetite to borrow and every single line of revenue I buy by Obiana and ne na ne kufa no nyaka frata me yi after the film wo ma mortgage di aye ajebosa
okay you know dem say na yeah there's some Ghana for
17 times they call IMF now it has never happened say yeah bad is better amaya yes mon come credit so no issue financial assurance And what it simply means that so we shall state now, as much as say will be a new. Now, San Codia will take a one over do it in a moody now. Wabra, but what answer about it?
Ukwana so basema PV Dwantoa ebisa enyumbre or punch. Juma days or Kessben television. I will share or DSTV. Will share or YouTube or Facebook live. Okay, make our messages Kakrabi Honorables, and I'll come back to you. Now you continue with the show messages. Kakra Bina Masai about okay. So well, good evening to you, lawyer, Mr. Okay, so as the leader, also Dr. Baumia is the leader of the economic team. We are okay. He's asking if COVID destroyed the world, why are people traveling outside Ghana? Ata Odro Sokobai, Ata Odro. I was trying to see how best I can. Good evening to you, lawyer. My name is also Mr. Obin didn't know that Baumia is the leader of the economic management team, and well, that's question he's asking. Good evening to you, lawyer. I am Sita Modest from Birekum. Lawyer, Asante region should where is the COVID money? Teachers are suffering, drivers are suffering, children are suffering, and Akufo-Addo and Baumia are suffering. Why Akufo-Addo and Baumia? Well, it's crying mama like that. Okay, this one says Kwadwa Woche Sefshi Bekwai. Since this one, he says, frankly speaking, Honorable Alfred Obemboateng is a top-notch personality with a lot of accolades to his name. His envisage towards Bibiani and Yasu Bekwa constituency and Western North at large development is unmatched. We, the people of Bibiani and Yasu Bekwa, hold him in high esteem. His submission this night is worth listening. Greetings to Honorable Alfred Obeng Boateng MP and his right-hand man, Honorable Paul Ando, MCE for Bibiani and Yasu Bekwa Municipal, it says. Now, this one says, Kwaku Ochiribechim na se NDC stro Baumia Obebaduto. That is what he says. This one says, from Opoku Esau Sefshi Bekwa, lawyer tell my MP that his constituents in Bibiani and Yasu Bekwa are proud of him. His submission is superb. Okay, thank you very much for the commendation. This one says Ghanaians have witnessed massive development under MPP administration and is going to set the pace for breaking the 8. Dr. Mahmoud Bamia is our surest bet. Greetings to Honorable Nana Kuya Sunyani. Okay, this one says, K for watching you live from Bibiani. Greetings to my MP, Honorable Alfred Obemboateng, lawyer. Dr. Baumia will win massively and lead MPP to break the 8 come 2024, he says. Now, this one is coming from James Mensah, Cote d'Ivoire, branch MPP breaking the 8 for 2024. It is possible, he says. James, thank you for the message. This message says, this is how we do phobia, Bokrom Zongo. If delegates make a mistake and vote for Baumia, it will be too easy for the NDC. Okay. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Please tell the MPP MP that he should stop defending Baumia because he is the same person who said when the economic fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Now dollar is how much? Look at the suffering Ghanaians are going through. If they bring him, we will vote him out. Okay. Richie Wa sends us this message. This one says, lawyer, thank you. I am able searching from Omisco Junction, Konongo. So lawyer, the MP is saying he has completed all roads that were at his constituency, but we as Anti-Achim Central, we have seen nothing in terms of our road network. MPP has no message for their election come 2024, he says. Now, this is a good evening to you, lawyer. About the money issue, I am a delegate and I have not received any PESWA. Please, lawyer, ask the NDC man where is their campaign message. Okay. This afternoon, I was with the delegates and he was also telling me he has not received anything. Good evening to you, lawyer. I plead to the NDC, they must choose Mr. Dominic Yao Domlevo as NDC running mate 2024. Please consider his People's Choice. Joe Abuaze sends us this message. Now, Domlevo, I can't also NDC need. Hi, good evening to you, lawyer. Thank you for the MPP man. Baumia all the way. Why NDC want us to vote for Kennedy Mahama Fia Baumia Pa? I am Eben from Kintampo. Thank you for your message. This one says, hello, good evening to you, lawyer. Please kindly let the people know that I can make a head and tail that of this message. What teacher Kujo Tepajina Susu says, Dr. Baumia, just stay on your message and forget about what the rest are saying. God willing, you are destined to win massively come November 4. They know that they are facing not only a looming defeat, but a devastating and humiliating defeat. The tactics of if you miss the ball, don't miss the man, will not work. Greetings to Honorable Eric Nana Ajiman Prempe, NPP parliamentary candidate hopeful. Interesting one. PSA Kwabena TK says, watching us live from Koraso Brekum West. The president should help the victims of the Akosombo spillage. The MPP delegates should be in unity and peace to vote for one who will help them. They shouldn't always look at the human relationship. Greetings to Okodie radio and members okay, in Ghana and in Germany, he says. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I am Lawrence Boachi Kebuche at Senria Sorin Kwanta, near Unity Oil Filling Station. The role of the government in solving problem of Akosombo Dam spillage has been played very well. The fact that there hasn't been a single casualty confirms my point. Greetings to lawyer George Opon Kwabri is member of parliament hopeful. Oh, okay, the hopefuls. Honorable Alfred Obimbuaten as called Sefshi Messiah as a result of his contribution to development of BBNE area Sobekwa constituency. Also, quarantine BBNE sends us this message, 2 messages, and I'm back to the studio. Lord, thank you. Lord, tell the MPP delegates if they press 1, they can break the 8. If they press 2, up, send the okay. Domahin Crosses has this message. Good evening to you, lawyer, and your panelists, especially Honorable Alfred Obimbuating. Please kindly tell Honorable that we are glued to Kessben TV and we are watching him live and listening to his great submission for the great love we have for him because of his sterling work in BBNE and Yasobekwa constituency. This is Pius Enim Japan from Sefshi CM, I suppose. Okay. And this one says, Kimbi, I am watching you live from Atlanta, Georgia, US of A. Kimbi, good evening to you. By this time, you'll be in the afternoon session. Good evening to you. Okay, so messages, I will try and read them, but then come back to the studio. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. In fact, you're doing a great job. Greetings to Honorable Paul Aprekuchum Barima, Member of Parliament for the good people of Doma East, incoming minister under Dr. Baumia. This one is coming from Dachehine Emmanuel, food soldiers leader, Ashanti region. Okay. So back to the studio. Honorables na yenhwe sa issue me honorable friend of Mbuat, and let me come to you. Also they say I just saw $10 na pasugu na as an MP no obitia 10,000 crown now just you double it double sir just no one here they call 2024.
Yeah, lawyer, I'm saying this issue. Answer na mayor you. Mama, ye indicate ye microphone be bring so English language, you know, the way they try to wrongly interpret the language, because in English, when somebody says, I have kept my money in dollars, it has nothing to do with the physical location of the money.
Okay.
It means that we see Kano is in dollars. If you have a bank, now it's in dollars. If you swap a shop bag, it's in dollars. It could be say a so it's in dollars. So the language Nankasa has nothing to do with the physical location of the money. All that the language is saying is say we will see
in dollars.
In dollars. Dollars. It means any other currency other than dollars.
Into which dollars?
Because you see, when they interpret or say $100 they are trying to give wrong out there. Because yes, $1 any offense, there's nothing wrong, but you know, amount for bit to say the sika with the goofy and I say scabia usro say bank ya you between treaty. I mean that money laundering and I say we are government appointee bina wako jeje bribe bills wako first kebi wako ti kwai no de media ko share and them Nigeria na ye 37 no but me de me can say I have kept my money in dollars. I'm straight for ne say it means that sika no enye cedi na emu bia dollars na ba bia me de say de no sa language no or sa sentence no you cannot really give any inference to it. It na emu me so no me confirm sika enkugu damu ko me sika bia nya ye bia no I can answer obi bisa me himfa na nya no a metumi a kira ase me enti yenya ni ye kakra na oman no so the fact say ye obi abeso okosom you see tamwa me go into politics asemo a ebi mo kan ye say na baby abo bradru ko ye dey politics and I'm say na se nimdefo no omo akọ omo nim no nyina so omo nya politics yenya ama hwan no mo na se sanfo no so a mu pese ye jam so dey say be excuse me omo dream say me omo obra na ebia ni nim de wo fom bi na all politics no mo ko no mo shemra so a say you are bound by mra no be hye no nti adent na ye ma mo am fi say omo abobra omo fi say omo nim de ye nyina ye nko ne nko shemra pa e ma ye ho nti na emo kwanye si omo de ni pa afa so no de I said the unya ko politics mu dia because people don't also understand say we are legislator we part of the executive arm of government. Until we executive arm of government and so we are not a custodian of any national resources. It me am we am here just MP na me minister me hwe aban bibia so. It is abusuafo send them come dollar someone. Maybe a free approaches approaches Ghana limited there. Ebu e ya che. Obi ani madwuma ya see am free adwuma na me dey fa ha yo me nko fie me kai mu ana edimadi ani hia me. Na nipa ukọ we mu nyina. Say that is the journey to success na no. When one na be me through am say printing press be ya adwuma na me konkra do ntimi ko hwe ho ko me kai say madam be now no run press nim so da ho everane a. Oh enti someone me kan ye no they try to give edited it in a way to suit them. I would say but me ma atiefo nti asem say sa asem no esem aka no say even as a stand in mpo na me kan na sa mpo ene meaning no de ma ye mpa am I the first person or can we be but mo kan bi ne ho no ma nyina no is that the way ye so mu o ma mu ho last week no ye yo this week you want some ahwe kra next week no be so because nkrofo bi ɛhyehyɛ aseɛ enti ɔmo efuele no but me nso no ɔmo enim sɛ kan wɔ mu yefuele no when na kam ye minister osi emfuo na moja sɛ de mo boss to ya asɛm esi ye fuo sɛ na me kra me nkɔ boss to hɔ fuo la ye kɔ ton ye nso no mintumi nya tank no hɔ ema enkonteni fuo na asɛ na ɛno so ana yɛde nya revenue mu adwuma no ye kɔyɛ ya yɛtwitwa ntoro yɛ ya na yesuo mu ebo gya be bosome na kyɛ sɛ manim de ya wɔ saa media phone sɛ o picture hwɛ sɛ de me gyina ha yi sɛ bio menye obi a meyɛ ina akyerɛ enso ye bɛka w'anim na si so te sɛ de ayi bi na ye de tomti ɛda kro my ba ko mi ba to me office so was you are such a handsome man and the people put some picture there see no so na me say oh enti no enne de no o mo nti ase sɛ so mo pɛ omu enye sa nkeka we ya waste wo musika nkosi next whatever date next year December yeyi madia enye yie nse mi kura ban position na mo se yenye sa na mo nko hu mpanyinfo bi so ye dede o hu nti yenyi no eno na ya no ba media no de me ye just legislator me nye government appointee nti yeyi die bi am so mbeja ye omunyai otherwise they are wasting their resources na ne omo ye no nso no omu fi so omu gumi hu fi but popularity na e kosoro na wi ase why no be so ade no hu betwitru bi owo sika na enye sika bi $. Enesi akra hwe no ame ba flight mi ne MP a o ben mi side for crab you fit it ni o Muslim MP ba ko me ye tena flight na okumia honorable dollar man and I'm so at the mark kakra na and I say ja mam kakra me pen am so mami hwa me back so we dey Ghana dey ni bi ni go next time share mama you see enye bibia me wo $. Enye nwanwa obia enim sabio abrabo anyame adawroma me wie school ya me be wie university or tech ha 2001 and me wie as wie bachelor of science geological engineering me wie publish na me publish me practice ye enye man kusua publishing bia but nyina because of writing na me hobby it post A-level service na me try project series first year university and publish aja sikai ba ya enti no my consistent with adwuma obi onimi bia enti say bio me ko kan sika asem a they shouldn't misconstrue say makofa aban sika that is far from there and free whole year me sure of baby vote buying I was reacting or responding to enkrofo bi no mpe so omrane me down no mo say omo foreign partners omo enkrofo sponsors february discover omo makom ho bom omo ye ho skafo bi no makom to unseat me na eni namfra mamu no omo keka kire the polling station executives no mo you see na say politics no me nye biem dia na me nye biem na me ye biem so dia say bio me ntena ho na minim ade a ye ya ebetumi de agu anu ase ebetumi de atu because ye nipa psychologically no bia per se ba bia ho ede no o kan ho ekọ kakra enti ebi nso asi 2020 a ye baaye no there was when memen kan iskasem de but ebi say we de oba owiska wako wieska o bust wako yesei me de iska na adwetade mi ni bi na delegate say now they say what's wako wieska o bust say no de say ya chene de akotum de say na de ne ko say no okreso wako wieska o bust say iska de entro ngu say stolen money de de mama e bi de say de beje nti wo so de iska na adwetade uni bi de na e no mu nyina emu bu ba me ho ye ko wiase no manya 75.5 na ni penya 24.4%. It now wo mu ehun say sa notion say ehia obi na de enkrof obi a empe ti sa de na yen ka say ehia me ama me tonton ma japade ansa na madidi. These were the things they were saying no mu mu anya enkrofom de $. Bro mu amom de abetume so psychologically no omo pe kwan am me camp no a break e na me so me react say hey
$. Not time
mo nkan sa 7 na me so $. No so I've also kept my money in $. It is any day through her the on baby bia me bia I didn't even say double me say the on baby no me bi asen wo mo it doesn't mean say mekwa kutua sika ama delegate D-Day say interest on to abama me
Okay.
per se nemum ni ombe bia of course say a conditional statement na sa angrofo e kan kura bi omo no say hunhuna ne bi omo no huna me so ma threaten back omo ama bibi wo bikini ho and you speak you can so me candidate it be sorry om say fan special prosecutor my contest election until say why start here you do number ballot to our year, that is when you can even influence election. But when there's no election, what can you influence?
Okay. Agasima miensana bono nkrapa sema eduasa el punch jumadi so Kessben. We are looking at the delegates as a center of choice and the area and near delegates they na influence one decision. Na fear delegates as because I say delegates on no best on the better aduane di oba ye na also ye man be last minute. Now I you shege or show say we could do last minute why you say so fear delegates. That people have said say aba ye to November for money a very very important factor in that election. Sana PV Gyan to hunana.
Lawyer, Mammy be so show, Fred and Dana Choa.
Oh, okay, Michelle.
Oh, Bantuma, I am Boromosi number 2, Rivoli, and Mubarak Sojaso.
Okay.
No, only maybe. I'm surprised Alfred a word in a home over such statements. Because I'm a Obahon. And near my name is a constituency for no in terms of investment, not in physical cars, we discuss which means no. Says can no man employing with dear person. But maybe woman may be an official Muhian. Then he invested in Sa Adeno. And I'm all my head, almost any mujidi. And you know where MPs need be or connections between the IBB on your friends. Yes, in Peshuaso. And no, it affects a lot of people in the constituency, more than Saudi Sky. And then say, we should feel also personal background as well. Then send panel so equally as well as no. A person wants to be to my Yenema over a period of time. Why and why? And they don't know what respond to. May say them say out of so Miss Mapaka may year go, but meanwhile, the America say, me investment of my own with regards to projects I bet Bonnie Panamani Panabra, but my I don't think so will be able to match me, and I'm ready to meet my piece why the account. Now, delegates some more your parties in the morning. Young ya. Ombama politicians only decent in I corrupt. Oh, it is true, baby. I do know. I was here, na pay a coin be faso. And yes, also because now our couple is more aquaquere. Will be official, me will be or me will name Jim Williams and more resources beer. Me corner the abide to my meet my beer come. Aye, will be official or quaquere. Aqua. But now will be a bit him try then. I am a community, so any met my day. Abenyam. Because, like, yo, it will be a recruiting any Mazana day.
That's no more.
At the moment. We will go out in the Adiamuka in ye. BBA crowns will call one for him. As a MPC. If you have co-parliament in Fibe or Chess in Fidumino. But almost areas and they are still. Almost should be quick to be at their balance can answer. Yeah. It is obviously other means be no bit me. Edia IBB are born pana. I was in the panel moment to me then. Friends, encouraging no to me. But I say, your delegation Subana Eba woman. It is like I said, say, crop is a carcass is Kekrawa. Now I'm functioning some and from my way and from my way. Woman say, I dear better as well bump for swine. I'm a woman. And I say, I so I didn't swam, and then I said, is it a Gina? Joe will be a home. Because I say, I'm not a national for you now. No one I know would not say, you know more about me. I must be near any neighbor, so me, Germany scanner. I guess, yeah, Scanekas. It is say, we're Salome now, Ubitin General Peso Bar, Ubitin Quaji Bush on Pebble. No, they are Banner or Wabba Chamam. We are community we are. afei na wɔn nso kɔ nam so bɛɛ dɛ
betua ne ka
bohyɛ kɔ deɛ me say I can me MPC bi na bi wɔ hɔ a sɛnyɛ S-gas yɛtua mɔ ma ho lawyer car kɔ na yɛde mɔ msom tete no ɛfa ntumi ntua mu deɛ nti ne sei no akɔ sɛ asɛ deɛ nipa no faa no me wɔ parliament mi no me position no ɛna ɛma me break even me time bi aso a me S-gas share me tuam ka me ka wi kakra benya no na wasa kwa kwa ma wo na yasa na obeton to yo beton 12 years nso wan konya committee bi anse bu so benya allowance be na wanya minister bi ani a bibi ti ma ba onse mu a eno anse oto es na wo serve but wo adwuma ko ina wanya bibi kwa amfa ma hwe ofie it is says kasem na eba mu na ase de ko hwe nim se first kabla no e wo se pe kwa bi fa so
kwan ben ne yemfa so because hwe ese from the polling station obi a ono no ekọ polling station say yento no so aba no say ehọ no age so oye bibi ofri polling station na oba area coordinator ehọ nso so no age say bia oye bibi wo polling station area coordinator polling station together constituency enti no akọ constituency so say okọ polling station ko area coordinator so na okọ ye homework enti so ono be ye constituency executive na ono so hwe anim say and the war also so ba as an MP and as we no then also kwa constituency kwa homework enye cyclical enye ade a
eko say but the man say dey we na say obi wa won ba no oni ade bia woni so a oba be ya mani pa na oba be lead ni pa kwa na o makwa kwa yeden akoye ne dia an say onye sika bi kwa no oba tisika ya yeden asho mo nse ni pa so say be fa adwe wo fom say ya na kwa say du sika no ase won na mfa so yeden e wono so ene ama saade we ababedu baby ayede adruye o injino wono bo wan so watwem aba na oba be sponsor branch for na owi a no wa sponsor him for fans so constituency for no wa sponsor region for na so nem di ba fe stage bi o mbia no o baby a wonya na the
results safe
yes but any pa be kono na mo dini ko dina ma o ma ye hwe mfa mo bia ono kwa mutia ne ya business on mo be
na delegates ebi no your concern is it not the case okay and now abai ne amenya free o ma menye because obey MP ebi a me hu bi me no wa wi enti no at this time now wo ba no de ma menye ne wo se meje na
yes it is o yi ni panje de obedi wi a de bi na so hwe fi no ba de ba kon so mo tia se ne se hwe and then akofa house boy na babeti oba be serve na house boy no etua wo kansa na wa serve minim se de kansa hotia se a nipa na obe pressure MP so obe pre constitution chairman oba na wo se o man kwa na o mede o be serve ti se obi ba be so mo de adenti na wo so tia wo ka ansa na wa so mo so tia ka na enye so baba bi na obe de wo be so mo no ensuo kwa na obetima ye media ba kakebe nko ba ka mbi infection man onye because what can this kalama
what's the way forward
so the way forward is there was say delegation no wo munya sa expectation na nipa na ba ye prescription ho ne ba school fees oko MPO debi wo mu ye na entrance ne kwan ye be fa so ye be
because said the honorable Alfred Obembo Atika say obi say okay bia me fra brochire me wo me partners bi wa brochire me de mako paso dollars bi me baba be che be same okay honorable some person no so ye betu ntia de ono so whatever it takes ono so organizing ho no ono so enko face so then akoye say who is paying more and if it is who is paying more at the end of the day then that akoye so have to say oh and last year mutua you say this expectation you say and no there say
ne so en ba ko no ban say me makonya ska me baba be dey abitua na
obe sort
good and be ono aboso no wo ye nsuo wo ye school dem is won so be increase investment na wo fi nsuo na wo ye amon chani pa no ene wa wo be fa say 200 cities bi asho bi nsem no tu fi nkofo no
I don't know two instances and nkofo ajai sa ndema na wo kase o ya mo consensus akọ this sketch
wo mo tunu wo mo ho da bia entina so ahwa the next ayina di nipa na be bia enso mo ni biem because o ma hu so mo gi skani bia one san fa bibia ni den se ye hwesu kwa nke nsuo nke bia du nkwa ai den aso baby a me feel sa ne man mum ne wo so ye man ye nie den ekoso because kan send ne pande ma wo
me momu de me feel say betumi ama sa no na kofom kakra ne say abato ewo ye parties both NDC and MPP abato wom too much. You see, ideally no polling station executives emuna mfan say any coordinators na ye from delegate who they are officers of the party, but it shouldn't be say I are limited or move no to say yenko to abanko but say can ye na MP yayi member of parliament giving executive or no one be adwuma nyina no on na yayi no enti onu momu onyi na pound for no one be adwuma say ho no enkwese no so ye kwa akoto akoyi secretary ye koto o so aba na e reduce ye
no mo yi o mo ansa no mo abeyu
e say na make no but say no ye de mraba say de yayi ene MP so the system as it is now no we yi MP ni wia say MP no oteso next year no wo mo ten aso a ye nkoto aba bia MP na yi no no anyi ne chairman up to
and there's all PD better forever
o say
ono anko yi ne chairman no better
oh there be say na me kire say wo MPs na ksam pokura no so anka enye every 4 years bia na seat bia nso ye declare seat bia nso ye ma mo contest e say general secretary no nkofo they should do research MP yaba constituency no ya hwe general public and say or develop constituency no ama mo party no cry strong wo so why should you open 4 years time ye san ko bue say yemra contest na enye duru ho a eti ne na minua ye okan contest ne duru ho now de say we mo ba ya de na kan mo nkan say grofo yo me san kon so MP no onye omo na ho modene eti e ba be expose no ya tuna ke ho no me nko ne me so me call ye no ka na trum me mom ho modene say kokuro we so ko say kohwe grofo e bi kura na me delegate ana me de constituency bi e kwa bruchire nyina so omo nkonko ye adwuma na omo so nkope capital ameset omo businesses intidi ebiem na be say meye aka me kɔ ne sa ba wo say omo ankɔ ne sa o ono so amo akope sika and whatever they are going to use the money to do no in a way and see ye elections no so dey say sika na ye ka no enye determining factor but a psychological way ye dey ye ba ya e ma me kasa ya about 2 months ago na say ni see you
oh really
2 months ago I check can I me opponent no actually omokoyi omo edit am the years 2 months ago oh enti no because who hwe as I know psychologically na come ke cancer ansem na me tena hwa na manya yi a na abu nkrofo number obi am beso ni enipa na brabo abi autonto japade dididie to that extent the other na send pay is akosoma no oh na ye polling station executives ne ayifo no so party no so ntua omoka eti enum nyina so eye factor na party so entumi ntua omoka eti anka they me say me ba ho no say yes stiff opposition bi amabe hia akwese every day bia we are solving problem anka we were going to lead the people into commercial farming, into this greener pastures. Yeah, me did be more coverage. I mean, you know how much I spend on one person. Then you answer exactly carton. I mean, okwa koye juma na first kind of bra maybe 1 year or 2 years. Na e didn't power from so ako. Also ako no so. Me train wo mo answer okwa after a few years no when your capital moves eso ti ehwa na say Kumasi ankan ya bra na so be set up na just say graduate na maintenance so be maybe 8 years or whatever years ameko no na etu enya nkwala be mabunu be 100 bia enormous so bi eja wo mo ho a almost way to impact in society no but here's the case my boy the me ye bia nkrofo bi Mr. Price say how you be cry see society angsa you can't understand society okay enti se ni omo bayi omo so omo be sika samu ya omo kan se me so man kire me tumi amomo say hey sika samu dey fato nche na dollars dey dollar dey Gold Coast Farm Management no omo dey me ka be about $10 million equivalent bi me ya no mama say ba kom ko turn $2 million that is get way egu bank I mean farm sankan it is a obi eb the dollar be hunu me obviously I would say obi anka me mako wiwe sika na me ni so no untwin kan sika sampo ba me hwe me deep here Bentley kra na mbutu so because my brain na manya bibia manya wasase so 2016 and Bentley me register me turn 2011 because a course wa me ba enti ama some of us no obi antwin kan ye enhye ene maja ye kan nokre no as a test ti be de me feel say sa de we de betumi agyae a o be gyae a age say party net na see na ye te elections ne so kakra so elections doors no parties ni mu too much
who said last time na me can say I never comment as say obi a utimi to aba from branch level constituency region national party in Kofor. I didn't know to aba just like that. I also carry financial burden because I see it me running a party is not to certain points a party now can finance on one of the activities. It's in subsabio, it is a question penny be a first cabbage on Indians and Intima, and I'm sure this cabinet near Tobama. There being into the party.
But party for so there scano so there apart from say or we on pay scano. They also assess the people. I must be frank with you.
Oh yeah.
Then you say don't joke with the people. Opa, these people woman best say actual pa but na omo assess so said the okasa say utra antro. It is someone near the better say by the nyina obi say we dey ntro keke. In fact, proper assessment who almost are don't joke with them. And then the bimu wako tue sika ente say wo de hwe yenya akasa kra ye call ayi ye frɛ ho say I sign off we me hu ne ye ba ye ko ye campaign pa at least say ye dim panifo nyina akɔ ye ko ye campaign ye ko wi ase ko si say they voted against us.
Okay.
When to me the sika some influence no no the people look at obi obey. I keep on telling my people say me crop for me koye. They had a regional minister as their MP with some traditional authority backing him and I me call present me ho and almost share educational background na bia e wo low almost share me ankasa nso ma brabo amabo up to side date no na eno so e wo low bia me kasa me human relationship enye there's no way I can be a sika nko ku change the people's mind enye that they will look at everything
kakra we kakra combination
so when you ground dream ko ye campaign ankasa o ye dem call one nice
I won't say in time passing no me you know ubo I said they can e ho na wo na nipa me se be come am say ehwe nipa ya e wo shi timi bo anti ho ka nyina ma fa ko so kwa na wakoyu yem no wasomom kama ana afa didi mu a akofo sa de we ya ba se bibi ebi nkura wa se no an se wakakopo ba bi alta ko se first nkofo na sponsor nkofo because buja time me ni anse de hu ba se ka na ogina mu ye campaign na me ba ke bi mu ka na ogina mu ko de yeah obi ne de side na the first and silent here.
Okay, so messages kakra. Thank you, lawyer. I am Nana Piakubi Bekwai Ashanti. Please ask Mr. Gyan to at the rate of turnover of Ghana's debt of $10 million they inherited from President Kufuor. It was 12 times as over $122 million. What about the current debt turnover 5 times? Or okay.
I'm making good point.
Laura, Mr. Obin should fight for the sites. I love the way he speaks. Very bold. We need such characters. Ata Odro sends us this message. Okay, voice audio ones. Unfortunately, I'm unable to play them. Now, this woman says indiscipline is killing Ghanaians. That's why we need somebody like Kennedy Ejapon to take over 2024 as president of Ghana. Tony Adaipoku Duasi News Site sends us this message. This one says, please, some teachers have not received their TM1 laptop up to date. Can your office ask GS for me? because my wife says I have sold mine. Or say from the Chiman. Or say if we renew in the nose work or ton wadia, Paucho, being said there are issues. Bound in that now, so I got on laptop on you need the Kakra. Lord, good evening to you. Ask Mr. Alfredo Bain if they, the leaders, are really feeling the difficulties on the grounds. Because when I hear the MPP members on radio and TV, I ask myself, are we all living in the same country? Gabriel Droman Kessben and Koranza Bono East sends us this message. This one says, victory awaits him who has everything in order. Luck, some people call it. He is trustworthy, he is unifier, he is impartial. His name is Dr. Alaj Mahmoud Baumia, the economic messiah. Moro Ishmael Staff Mampong, Korea, sends us this message. This one says, good evening to you. Lawyer MPP delegates should vote for Honorable Kennedy Japan, with him winning is assured in the upcoming 2024 general election. Sir Dennis inside Nkram Kwantadoma West sends us this message. This one says, Lawyer, this is Awuduphobia. Why Awuduphobia? I read your message somewhere. I remember very well. Dr. Baumia is our next president from Dapa Dennis Takwa layout. It says, this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I like the analysis from Honorable, my boss. I'm Ebenezer Asari Kwamo Ejuso. Okay, your boss is getting lot of commendation. This evening. Good evening to you, lawyer. I am proud of my member of parliament. May God bless him. Bequeen sends us this message. This one says, Honorable, tell my old NDC man on your studio that Ghanaians will never make that mistake again to bring former President Mahama back to power. Ola are gonna send us this message. Okay, so this one says, what's a long one? Good evening to you, lawyer. This is Adom from Doma Kwamu. Please, let's assume without admitting, even if they issued early warning, is it the only way they can resolve the issue? This is very wrong. No serious country would do what they have done to the people. Look what has happened to the whole nation, the trauma, the costs involved, and the people's reputation. We need to change our mindset as people. JDM is the right choice to save the country. Okay, interesting one. Now this one says NPP breaking the 8. What are they? What are they using to break the 8? Chisel or hammer? NPP, let's our ears be peace. Joe Abuazi sends us this minute. 1 minute and I'm back to the studio. Lord, good evening to you. Let the world know that, inshallah, we in Ghana will show MPP because of our Muslim brother, Alaj Mahmoud Baumia, Alaj Mohammed Abu sends us his message. Ghanaians are no fools anymore. Tell the MPP man, Nana Kojo Sinyane sends us this message. And this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Watching you live from Nkwanta Uti region. My name is Masaudu Hamza Jr. Capello. I'm not Ghana to. I'm trying. I can't understand what you sent. This one says, "Good evening to you, lawyer. Thank you for the job. Please, when it comes to road in Ashanti region, MPP has done a great job over there. Please." Not Ashanti region alone, Volta region and Eastern region. These are the regions I have witnessed. Even my district, Kwau East, the effort of MPP and my MP Honorable Brian Achampon among and his DC Honorable Isaac Japan. Okay, is ongoing. Grandfather from Sempoa sends us this. Okay, honorable members, we have 9 minutes to run away from the TV studios. Let's deal with our last issue because time is running against us. Now, Honorable Alfred Obi. Okay, so oh, okay. This one is coming from your last issue before we run away from here. Your last submission to the people, Honorable.
Well, so
But what's all Mike in
so yes.
Address your people.
Yes, on the 4th, a flag bearer. Asumdwe ne nyina yepe. At least at this time, you sure say almost 80-something%, but almost even 90% they have taken their decision already. Quite peaceful. Ye be ni bia nipa 4 no obi asefata. So we did a party na 8 na yepesi e break. I'm pretty sure. Say mu be ni bia no. Inshallah. Ebetumi break 18 na ye de Ghana akoba bia ye be say ye de Ghana edru no na ma amanfo nso they shouldn't lose sight of the fact say e ba no na do aye bebre. He has done a lot. The vice president, so the first time we had vice president or so to me support to the boss me sure say other vice president no they didn't support their bosses like Dr. Mahmoud Baumia or to me no mama show appreciation to him aye bebre aye ntumi nyin boni aye ma yemfa economy no ehun asem emesoa no say wakwa say economy in the first place no and ya two years we no gidi say ono head of economic management team and am yetumi ena nya aduane na tie bia no ukọ shop wa unya anwato unya bibia ato ba eswempo just say food no nyina kra ehun san ayeden amom because they don't even have money to support the importation. But looking at your light, upon all the challenges that we are seeing, we are still enjoying 24/7 light on, provided say work credit so. Yeah, appreciate and penny for no, none of my no. Many a cry na my name Mansa. Even President Kofo. Or so ye young crofo mom can't say the papa just why hey no my main that no butu papa buy and kakran or done ye TV no apart from black and white na color TV uku be wa he say sika nipa ba kumbi na makote te na yi ni feature na utietie ma mo dokron no kakra enti ma ye were mfi ye ho so soon said the MPP e ba ye mpo de o man no ye wie 8 years efe na ye 16 years o when this year be so 27 years ye me constraints mo de munim who say this where you am candidate na one nam asem kakra am be kan ma hu so mo so kan bi mo so mo ko mo de mo ko mo primaries mo de wa nipa na abro san ya wasi na om de ye o say wasi abro san ti em to abama no no betumi amache me enen so de em ko kan dollar asem a wo muru tu and I say probably be na ache wo mo ho no enti ye primaries put the time when you so ye no kra de me say ye put the ya to awie dada no de I don't even think about the general election so no last time you be TNDC for the difference of 17,951 this time you see a 20,000 there but me sure say me man for me pamu no me the screen be see ho na dwuma 3 years kra me nya ye de ma ye me de 1 year yi be ka ho na me de screen be gina kuro bia so na me yi a enye obi na be ka say me 20,000 no difference no between me nya over and this ye pay 25 but they will give me
okay
me do bi bia so ase
that's honorable
na honorable idea ba ko on so ko to project asisia o
ode
on so ko to project asisia ko yi adwuma wa yo
so ko to project akoye
na honorable na idea mo ba beja fe se collective ba gana de munim ho he
president for ba na start nya collective
Debbie collective ba somewhere 86 87
na ni pa he na need to me
Debbie the facts are there
affordability na
Debbie
lawyer chata go put am na
Sabe ani ehwe akushika ni je jina ko empumeti hwe ayo na collective de 85 one is by ene baby mu no ina muka baby no
dia mo de na mo cheese le kon dia da mo de black and white poni yen
ese before je be hwe mo yo uni bibi Dr. Bawumia me say wo absorb no ho bibie mu a enye yi o se hwe ensema ya kana Ghana han na won say ya wade ba ku bi ho obi anka emoni dinda unma rekro 11 on say 11 omo ye omo town hall meetings na na enko ye omo ye na won say ebesine obi anka 11 asem emo Dr. Bawumia dinda and unma rekro nja it is because enon ko aso ne asema ono abegina bonchen kan say we there I don't think say was here there ye yin say asa
na dosun to say bia there are many others about by parity of reason
na pato en fa ko sem bia ma ha dia won kan nko na obakan dia kan no kan
okay
dia kan ni na so no dia no officer ona na nko fo nya adwen no e na ono asha share da betre studio kan say we dia me no mo nya adwen
asa 1 second na why 1 minute
mu nim se MPP said Dr. Bawumia mu NDC mu stronghold north 5 northern region water region and zongos in the south don't you say Dr. Bawumia zongos in the south obeba ba be competitive
no news
north on so 5 northern region also ye north and also bit me competitive voter per eno to me touch eno kra bi no can man no on our ticket voter for no bi so benya say oh ene de yemfa Dr. Bawumia yemfa man na je say ne MPP no wo ye no kan kra na wo ha wo so ekonya no di bi yeye
Lebi 2020 elections dako ye me be ne yemfa zongo results namla zongo so no mu lusi you lost all the Zongo community.
Say na onye flag bearer intra.
Just 5 Zongo development fund in Atija.
Okay, so
Mulu Zongo community. How the man fund of
Sata no onye flag bearer. This year the obey flag bearer.
Bawumia we di flag bearer actually.
Okay. On that we need another time. I think say next week before we will need another time to have another discussion on this. A better honorable Alfredo Bemboating Asipa and you bring and no abe program. Samson the better Mr. PV Gyan to Boating Daxon so Asipa my able cameraman, very hard working production crew team Bedamunina say enyumbre or doson kwa Madana di mo send message I ent me ankaina and mofa and chain Nakoponya adman out send it. Ebesa besom el punch juma die so el kazi makramo.